Hey Arty friends, we're here with another episode of Get Arty with Nate. So get your stuff, whatever you got, and let's get Arty. Today, we're going to be starting a new paint. Another impressionistic style one I'm kind of excited about because it's got a lot of water. I love water and boats. They're one of my favorite things to paint. And we got a lot of them, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We took this picture at the Ciutadella Park in Barcelona. We went there for Valentine's Day, which is just across the peninsula from us here on the Iberian Peninsula. So, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get started. We're going to sketch it out and, just kind of get our framework started right now. Maybe start adding some color. Who knows where it's going to go? You never know. It's like a wild roller coaster ride of paints and brushes when you get started on this. So, but first, we got to put on our Arty hats, which I have just now got this Portuguese hat that I'm going to wear, which seems to be a favorite of the local people around here. So since I'm in Portugal, I'm going to wear a Portuguese hat. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the hat? The Arty hat? Tell us what kind of Arty hat you're wearing, because it's fun to just switch your character into art mode. That kind of helps. Maybe a hat, maybe you got a special glove you wear, or special brushes. Let us know. Let's get the art community talking. Thanks a lot for joining me, and let's get arty. So I just got done drawing this with my little number 2 brush here that I love. This little 2 brush. Yeah, so I don't know. Sorry you guys missed that. Anyway, we got this drawn in, and now we're going to start adding the color. So yeah, here we go. So this part's pretty cool. We got all the sketching done, and now we just get to fill in all the different colors that we got going on here. You got some time to see all the little swirls and stuff, and I've incorporated those in down here. And then we got the water. We got this brilliance in the water. That's going to be a lot of fun. Trying to figure that out. I mean, that just looks. I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of looked like a painting when I was there taking the picture, so it's pretty cool. Just wanted to show you guys where we're at, and we're gonna start adding some color now. So let's get out your color and stuff. Here we go. All right, friends. So the method to the madness here is I start by doing the sky and kind of just doing that and getting into the groove with that. You can see where I just kind of leave the clouds and stuff blank until I get to the white portion and fill those in later as we go. Takes a little while to get into the right brain mode, so I always like to start out just by coloring a big easy part, and then when it gets shifted over, we start adding the details, which I'm doing here. And the clouds are always kind of an ever-evolving thing through my paintings. And then we just kind of work from the top down. I mainly do that because it keeps me from smudging all the stuff underneath with my hands. But, it's also nice to get all that done, and then you can do your foreground on top of your clouds and not have to worry about going up and touching it back up once you do all that. So, but pretty simple process. Fill in the darks and then come in and do the lights afterwards when you're done. So while you guys watch this, I will play you a song. Here we go. Just like that, we're back. It's sunny out, so we're back out on the paint deck. Yay! We don't mind being in the laundry room, but the paint deck is the way to go. Hopefully, I can get a gallery in a studio and have a huge place to do art. Until then, you make do with what you got. So we're back doing this painting of this picture I took of the Ciutadella Park in Barcelona, Spain. I know it looks nothing like the picture. That's not the point. The point is to make a picture inspired by this picture. So it is what it is, you know. You just need to create whatever it is so that the world has it, you know, and it's just your version of whatever's going on. So you need to make it. Get stuff, get arty, and that's what this channel is about. You guys getting your stuff and getting arty with whatever it is, and just taking a little bit of time each day to creating something, you know, that's just for you to enjoy, you know, just for yourself. And so, if other people like it, that's good. But you know, the key thing is that you like it, and that it helps you build your mind and kind of come up with a clarity. And you know, doing pictures like this, you really notice a lot about. You know, I was only briefly visiting this park. It took me maybe I went by it like maybe in 2 minutes. You know, I walked by it, we walked around, you know, and then um doing this painting, you just notice all kinds of stuff that I wouldn't ever notice. You know, just walking by, and it's really neat. You really pick apart stuff, and then uh, you know, it's a lot of fun. So pick up stuff and do it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get, you know, some of these colors a little bit closer. You know, we got a good base. It's the base. That's what we're doing. Got the base down, and we're back at it. So here we go. Oh, get your art hats on. I'm back. My Portuguese hat. So let's do it. Wowzers, we've had a not so happy accident here on the painting deck. My painting fell over. I didn't have it secured. Well, I had this one on top. This one pinned in between, and I was painting another painting, a different one, and I bumped into it. And look it. Oh my. That's an unhappy accident. Now, I maybe would leave it on there if I felt like I had to do the painting, but I don't think it does. You know, at least not the way that I want it to. So, let's see if we can scrape that off and fix this up. So, it's part of getting Arty. Accidents are gonna happen. So you just gotta keep on going with it. Just like in the real world. When things happen, you just keep going. It's the name of the game. Who knows? Maybe something good will come out of it. Using a good old 5-in-1 scraper. Wow. Look what it did to my painting. That's crazy. We have some Arty repair to do now. That's all there is to it. Paint splatter. All right, friends and artists, it's only been a few seconds, but a lot's happened in that few seconds. We've moved into a whole new place and we have a bunch of new room, but even better, I got a new art deck. So, as you can see, here's my paint stuff, and we have the big deck right here. Lots of room. Plus, one of the best parts is that over here is my very own garage where many new art creations will be happening. So join along for that. Right now we're gonna focus on finishing up our painting here. So just want to take you guys along for that ride. And since it is a Van Gogh style, we're getting on our Arty Van Gogh hat. Aww. So let's go ahead and finish this bad boy up. And then I got other big news. But right now, we're gonna paint. So get your stuff and let's get arty. All right, there you have it. We've done it. Yay! Woo! Completed another painting. If you completed a painting, congratulate yourself, because nice work. Let's take a look at it and see what you guys think. See the swirl. Whoops, sorry. Take a look at it. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. And we'll see you next time on Get Arty with Nate. Now get your stuff in. Go get arty.